Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today, as a petition of one of our sisters that are attending the moon dance, I want to explain you in detail how you can get ready your prayers. Remember that in the moon dance classes, we talk about how to make them. And when I make the video of how to get ready, I talk a little bit about that. But let's talk about that in deep. So we're gonna cut a square fabric. This is just an example. 13 centimeters for 13 centimeters is a perfect square. 3 centimeters of long in each side. So you're gonna have your square. Remember, they are 13 for each color. They are 13 yellow for the east, 13 white for the north, 13 red for the west, and 13 green for the south, plus one, just one purple square. All of them measurements are exactly the same, 13 by 13. You can do this in two ways. You can smudge first all your material, that is your fabric, the white, it has to be white, it doesn't have to be germ. It can be any natural strain that you have, but it needs to be natural material and needs to be white. Then you're gonna have your tobacco. Your tobacco can be mixed with plants, with medicine plants, can be mixed with sage, can be mixed with cedar. Basically, those are the most common ones. And then I collect all the hair from my hairbrush, or when I am having a shower, I usually collect them, put them together, and those are the ones that we use. Why we use our hair or even your fingernails? Because that is your DNA. So it's part of you going into the prayer. It's not mandatory if you haven't done it before. That's totally all right. If this is your first time and you just want to put the tobacco with the cedar or sage, that's totally all right as well. Don't be worried. It's not like the Great Spirit will not listen your prayer because of that. No, it's recommended because it's like more personal. It's like this connection of this is my offer to the Great Spirit in terms of I want my prayers to be listened, to become true. That's why we need to focus always on something good, in good feelings, and get ready your mind when you are doing it. Because if you do angry or just because you have to, you know, with these low vibration emotions, that's what are you gonna put on it. So if you cannot raise it, let's say you might having a bad day, then wait for the next one, and it's totally all right. You can have a song, you can go into a place that is peaceful for you, that can help you to, if doesn't raise to the other side your vibration of energy, at least you can be in the middle, like you can be just calm in order to do it. Now you can smudge all these things before you assemble your prayers, or the way that I like to do it is when I have my poposhkomel to smudge. At that moment I smudge every single one. So when you do all the material, it's important that you smudge each of the squares that you get ready for it, for the four colors. It's not valid that you put all together and then you just smudge once and that's it. No, because remember that you are working on a spiritual, very important job. This is what are you gonna ask to the Great Spirit and the elementals and all the brothers, to the grandfather fire, the grandfather wind, to take into the spiritual world. So take your time and think really what you want. Which intention do you want to put in each prayer? You have just 53 prayers to can ask for anything that you want or you need. So then how do we do? I smudge. The way that I do is that I smudge my fabric, I smudge my yarn, then I take what it takes my fingers of of tobacco prepared with my sage and plants already, and then I put it in the middle. Then I take a little bit of my hair. Sorry, that was much. You can cut it in smaller pieces or your fingernails. I put it in here, and then what I do is that I just grab it like that, you see, and here is your medicine. And then what I do is that I take, this is my first one, so I'm gonna take the corner, and then I'm gonna do one circle, two circles, three circles. We like the number three because it's a lot of meaning behind that. So for us, is equilibrium, is the perfect balance. It has many, many meanings, but if you're not related with it, don't worry. So next, what do? We do as well one tied, two tied, three knots. Once that you have that one, you don't cut anything. So you take the next one. This is smaller, it's just because I'm making an example right now. So let's say this is the 13 by 13. I take again my medicine, I put it in, I take the hair, I put it in, I grab it, I get it ready. And then with this same one, I'm gonna leave just like about 10, kind of 10 centimeters, more or less like this. And then I tie the next one. And I go again, one, two, three here. And then obviously the first ones are the hardest because this is too big. It's alright. So you just pass like any way that you want to tie it. So with patience, remember everything is with patience, and then you tie it, right? Like there. Just the first one, I usually tie it 3 times, and then the next ones, I tie it a couple of, or if you can to do the three, that will be better. If not, two might be enough, just in order for them to don't fall. And at the end, you're gonna have the 53 prayers, including the purple at the very end, together. So they're gonna be like kind of this, well, same size, obviously, right? 13 by 13. So you're gonna have them like this. And then what I do is that I have like a piece of wood that this is my piece of wood, and I'm gonna start to put them together around. This coming, and then the other coming, and then the other coming, in the way that all of them are gonna be tied into this piece of wood. The piece of wood is just like a small branch if you have it around, or it doesn't have to be like super big. It's just small in order to hold all your prayers together in circle, and that is so they don't get messy and they don't get all tied up in between, just to have it like in order. Remember that the universe likes geometry, order, so we need to be aware of that and just try to do our best. So I hope this is useful to you. Remember that the moon dance is just like 3-4 days away from now. If you have any question, you can contact me, and I'm gonna be more than happy to explain you. On the flyers, on the face page, the ones that have a WhatsApp, everything is in there. Well, please contact me, and we see you soon. Have a wonderful day.